Two white guys came in Hawaiian shirts and shot up the two cops. Two white guys came in Hawaiian shirts and shot up the two cops.
One cop reportedly managed to fire at the couple, but it's unclear whether or not he hit them. They then allegedly took the fallen officers' weapons and fled to a nearby Walmart.
A buttload of armor. They had the AR-1, which was in a gun case. He had two guns here. She had a 38 in her purse and a 45. I don't know what guns that they used to do all this madness. I don't know what guns they used, but that's what they had. They hugged me goodbye, yeah. They hugged me goodbye, and she says, I'll be back here late at night to see you, see the cats. And he hugged me, and he started crying. He said that I got to do what I got to do, and that was it.
Where a third victim, a woman, was killed before the couple turned the gun on themselves. CNN reporting Vegas police found a possible manifesto along with swastikas and other memorabilia among the couple's belongings during a house search. Sheriff Doug Gillespie is still saying the motives are unknown.
What precipitated this event, we do not know.
And Attorney General Eric Holder announced this week the creation of a new Justice Department task force entitled the Domestic Terrorism Executive Committee. Its mandate is to combat the threat of homegrown terrorists within the United States, citing the Boston Marathon bombings last year and the two shooting incidents at Fort Hood, Texas, as examples of the escalating danger of domestic terrorism. Holder has stated, as the nature of the threat we face evolves to include the possibility of individual radicalization via the internet, it is critical that we return our focus to potential extremists here at home. Holder also noted that the task force will focus on individuals within our borders motivated by anti-government sentiments and racial prejudice as well. Lee Rowland, a staff attorney at the ACLU, responded to Holder's statements by saying the Attorney General Holder's announcement that the new task force will focus on evidence of anti-government animus and racial intolerance raises concerns that it could be a sweeping mandate to monitor and collect controversial speech. The committee is a recreation of a task force created in 1995 by former Attorney General Janet Reno in the wake of the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. The original committee sparked concerns over its targeting of right-wing extremists. Well, it was disbanded after the attacks on 9/11 shifted the Justice Department's focus to overseas terrorist groups.
Eric Holder has just came out and announced that they have created a task force on homegrown terrorists. This is a huge step, guys. He is stating that they need to combat an escalating danger here in the United States. This is anybody out there that's making bold statements against the government. Let's see how this pans out. Let's see who they go after and who they let slide, because this right here is a proving ground. If they're going to go after people, then they start picking off small people like me. You're going to come after someone that's out here trying to tell you the truth. And other big name platforms go skating right on by unscathed. If they're not the first ones taken out by this, then you know it's a huge setup. You know that they're in on it, and they for 100% sure are federales. You know who I'm talking about.
Two white guys came in Hawaiian shirts and shot up the two cops.